And I totally agree with you, because in that point specifically where you are supposed to submit to God, and if you're not that husband that the Bible is describing, then the woman shouldn't submit to you. And because the Bible also says when the wife shouldn't submit to the man, because the Bible doesn't condone sin. So when there is sin, she shouldn't submit to you.
But a woman has to show the ability to submit.
All I'm saying, my point is,
all.
You all want the biblical thing and the description. You want the
we don't want it.
All the benefits of it, but you don't want. And it's fine if you require because it's your, it's your need. It's okay, but understand that if you want this, if you expect this, but this is your expectation, you have to be this. If you're not this man that is being described there, why are you expecting to have, that from a woman?
And let me add something to what Anton said. It's not to, go deeper or whatever, but love your woman like Christ loved the church. He died for us, right? The man that loves you and is committed to you is literally willing to die for you. So you will submit to me simply because I am willing to give up my life for you. My ex, who I talk about having a complicated relationship, she knows that I would die for her before we get married. So if I would potentially die for her in a situation before we get married, her ass will submit to me before we get married.
Hold on. It never said that man wouldn't be without sin. That wasn't one of the criteria by which a woman was to submit to her husband.
That's why I was trying to ask Saida.
It never said that. It never said that a man wouldn't be without sin. Ever. It never said that a woman wouldn't be without sin. It's giving you the framework by which you need to abide by in order to be successful when it comes to being in a relationship and marriage. It never said that you was going to be without sin and that was the criteria by which you had to submit at all. Because if that was the case, then you should have identified. If that was the case, then you should have identified. If that was the case, then that means that you wouldn't be having bodies before you got married in the first place as a woman.
Exactly.
No, that's not what I'm saying. It probably come out wrong. Again, this is. So what I'm saying, the Bible never instructs. The Bible never instructs us to submit to sin. That's what I'm saying. And there is like how many capital sins? How many? Like the sins?
Well, if you want to go over to the New Testament in which
I'm just saying how many of them and which ones are those? You should know. But if a husband is charged,
Bruce, if just like Anton just said, if she's gonna use the Bible, most women don't deserve no husband. If she wants to use that,
most men also are looking for a biblical wife.
It'd be it's very easy. All a man has to do is do. Is that what that Bible says? Protect, provide, love his wife. A woman has to show up as a virgin.
And I agree with you on that because
so which one's harder? Which one's harder? No. You made a point you made the point so to make it harder for women to follow men. That's what your point was really to do. So can a woman actually get a husband if we're based off the Bible? Should most women deserve husbands? And should they be having white dresses at weddings?
And don't conflate, Seattle. Go.
No. Because if it comes from there, no. But the man should submit to God. And most men are not even know about the Bible. They don't go to church.
Most women couldn't get a husband.
Just because they don't know about the Bible don't mean that a lot of men aren't traditional men. Most men can provide. You're not submitted to
God. You're not.
No. We're just talking about. But I'm saying most men can provide for and take care of a woman. He can lead her to food.
That's not all the Bible requires.
Just back down because he got your ass. He got your ass.
Make sure you show up a virgin.
He got your ass.
To God, submission to God.
Let it go. He got your ass.
No, but everybody got a card that God could pull. Everybody do. We all.
But make sure you direct it. But direct it at her. She did.
We all have a card that God could pull. So to say, well, you're not doing this, and you're not doing this, and you're not doing this, and you're not. It's a guideline. It's a guideline to how we should be living. We're not going to get it right.
But
you're not perfect. You haven't arrived.
Real question. Why are we saying this after the man spoke though? Why didn't you say it when she said that for the men? Why didn't you say, hey?
Hold on. What card can you put?
Why does it matter?
Because you said it after. Because it looks like we're trying to attack her, but we're not. She tried to say men are supposed to show up as men, so we said women should show up as women. There shouldn't have been nothing said after that.
Yeah, that's a point.
I just want some clarity. What
women should show up as women and men should show up as men.
Let me clarify. Let me clarify the reason why I brought all this up.
Ali and Precious, I want to hear this. This is interesting. I think Ali has a point, Precious. Why you unmute like now instead of
I didn't know I had to tap in at a certain time. I didn't know that. I thought we just tap in
when we got
I didn't know I had to tap in at a certain time. To ask me why I didn't say something at a certain time to me is crazy. I'm saying it now.
You stayed on code.
This is your arena though.
What do you mean it's my arena? I'm listening to the conversation. What I'm hearing is we're using the Bible. Yet we have both sides saying, well, you're not a virgin and you're not this and you're not. None of us are perfect. But however, Saida is saying that she has a guide. She has a belief. She has something that she's following. Are men doing all she's asking is, are men doing the same thing? Although we're not perfect, if we're not following the same guide, if we're not underneath the same program, men want us to get underneath their program. But if she has a belief, and she meets a guy who don't have that belief, they're not on the same program. The being perfect is out the window because none of us are perfect. But if you're not following that same God, it's not going to work. She's not going to submit to you.
Pretty fucking close.
Anton broke it he broke it all down for her.
So you saying we gotta have the same religion, Saida? You saying we gotta have the same religious belief as you in order for you to? A man has to have the same belief for you to submit to him. So, like, if he's a Muslim, you ain't gonna
just the belief, but also the work. You ask what men require of women, but do men know what God requires of men?
Of us?
Yeah, we do. What I'm saying is we do, and I'm saying the only thing I was asking her. It seems like she's pretty stern on marrying within her religion. And that's fine. I know a lot of people that do not want to like cross.
You took it wrong. Y'all took it wrong. I'm not even a religious person.
That's why I was asking. And
what?
Kept saying,
Man.
Can
somebody press a button? Can someone press a button, please?
Stop the cap.
Why did you just make that point then?
Because it makes sense when you're following something. You are following a plan. My initial question was, do you have a plan? Where do you get it from? Where do you get that from? That was my question.
No,
and it was just
my religion. It doesn't matter what my religion is. I have my belief.
She was just asking a question.
She took a moment to say why women shouldn't follow men because most don't follow the Bible, but she don't follow the Bible. And then
that's not what I said.
And then when Anton even came to a support to break it down, and then all I said was women should be women as well too. Then the sister code came and it stayed true. Women support women. They do not support men.